Hi, I'm Meg, and this is my comeback story. So growing up, I was severely bullied, both physically and mentally. I also experienced a great loss in my life as a kid. And because of that, I had a core belief that I was unlovable. I was not worthy of love, and I was powerless. And I carried that core belief around with me for 20 years. And regardless of how much my husband tried to love me, how much my friends tried to love me, how much God tried to love me and speak to me, I wouldn't let it in. And I felt empty all the time. A friend of mine gave me a challenge, and he told me just to pray. And he'd said, even if you pray to someone you don't believe to, just pray. And I very reluctantly did. I had in my car and I prayed to a God that I did not believe in. And he opened my heart and he told me that I was loved. And I can tell you it's not what I wanted to hear. It is not what I thought I needed to hear, but it was what I needed to hear. And God just totally demolished all of the walls that I had up, and he filled just a God-shaped hole in my heart I didn't even know I had, and that was the beginning of the most glorious end. So the new me affects those around me, because when you have that agape love in you, that love that God gives, that you just can't earn and you just know it can't be taken away. You just can't help but be the light to others around you. And I have used that agape love, that light, to pour into others around me. I've actually used my misery for my ministry. In my free time, I am a volunteer martial arts instructor. I've been teaching martial arts for years. One of my students is my daughter, who is 13. I have been teaching her since she was 4, and I have just spread God's love to her on the mat.
My experience with my mom teaching martial arts is that it kind of inspired me to help other people, because I can see her helping the kids, and it makes me want to help the people at my school, in my community, and basically anywhere I go.
I've gone to Cambodia several times. I've taught self-defense to the girls, the rescued girls there, a few times. I've taught self-defense to the at-risk girls that are living in Swaipak. I start and end every single class with them yelling in Khmer in English at the top of our lungs, I am strong. And I've actually had one of my best memories there, where I was leaving the rescue center, and one of the young girls, who was maybe 8, she was covered in cigarette burns because she had a bad experience with one of the gentlemen who had bought her, stuck her head out of the window and yelled at the top of her lungs, I am strong. And a bunch of other girls stuck their heads out the window and yelled the same thing. And I would not have been able to do all of that work that God's having me do if I didn't go through what I went through as a child, and I would not have been able to give back if I wouldn't have had that moment with God.